Hi, my name's Edyn. I'm a plus-size yoga instructor, and I'm going to lead you through some yoga today. All you'll need is a scarf, a yoga strap, a resistance band, something like that, and a set of blocks if they're a normal part of your practice. And let's get started.
Dream team, stick together and make history. Golden Wonderland.
Go ahead and meet me at the top of your mat. Hands near your sides, palms facing forward. Starting to come into your breath. Nice full inhales. And totally emptying out on your exhale. Deep inhalations and let it all go. Give your shoulders some gentle, small rolls to the back, reminding them to relax, releasing any tension from your neck with gentle sways from left to right. Unclenching your jaw, wiggling your eyebrows, and letting them come to rest. Finding a little buoyancy in your feet, swaying back and forth, and arriving to your practice. We're going to start our practice with a big inhale and arms come overhead. Thinking of an intention for today, self-love, pouring into yourself. Surrendering all bad thoughts, bad self-talk. Whatever your intention is, clasp at the top, locking that in. Take a big inhale, exhale, hands come down to heart, locking in that intention, letting your elbows fall to the back of the body to open up the heart space. Exhale, let the arms come back to your sides. Now we're going to grab our scarf, resistance band, yoga strap, whatever you have. Just hold it a little wider than shoulder width apart. We're going to inhale, bring your arms overhead, exhale. Let the arms come all the way to the back. If you don't have the shoulder flexibility, that's perfectly fine. It's just something to work towards. If you need a little bit more space, adjust your grip. Inhale, arms come up and overhead. Exhale. Inhale, arms come up, come towards the back. You might feel a little click right about here. And then a full rotation to the back, exhale. One more round of this, coming to the front. And then dropping your resistance band. One more big inhale, letting it out. Stepping your left foot way back in your mat. Don't worry too much about what your front foot is doing here. It's not going to matter for long. Slowly start to lower down to your mat and then shift back for a half split. You may be like me and need to shift all the way back. You may need a set of blocks right here to hold you up higher so that you can be in this stretch comfortably. Always having a micro bend in your knee, never locking out your knee, never letting your knee bow all the way back. Micro bend in the knees, safe knees, toes flexed, half split. Leaning forward into it if you need a little bit more stretch in your hamstrings. Going into full split if that speaks to you. One more big breath here. Let it out. Rebend that knee. Hinge forward. Start to straighten your left leg, lizard pose. Both hands are inside of the right foot, feeling a nice stretch through your back hamstring and your hip on the right. Your hips might be singing to you right now. Let them sing. Release all of that tension that we've built up. Step your right foot back to your left. Slowly start to lower down into your Chaturanga. Pressing your hands into the mat right under your shoulders, lifting your head, neck, and shoulders up off of the mat. We're going to play with upward facing dog today. If your back feels warm enough, go ahead and extend your arms. If you're feeling any pressure in your back, it's okay. You can stick down. I'm going to go ahead and extend up, pressing the tops of my feet into the mat, pulling my navel towards my spine. Press, press, press. Thighs come off the mat. Upward facing dog. Perfect. And lower back down. We're going to practice pressing up into upward facing dog one more time. Feet pressing firmly into the mat, tops of your feet. Navel pulling towards your spine. That's the engagement you'll need to feel to press into upward facing dog. Pressing the feet into the mat. Navel come towards the spine. Arms extend, thighs come off the mat. Go ahead and roll under into downward facing dog. We're going to go ahead and pedal out the feet here. Releasing tension from the thighs and the hamstrings and the calves. And then walk yourself up to the top of your mat. We're going to step our right foot towards the back of our mat. Start to lower down. Then flex back into half split. Tiny micro bend in the knee, leaning forward to intensify the stretch. If you need to go ahead and sit all the way down for a full stretch, feel free to do so. Breathing in, keeping with your breath, remembering that blocks are always an option here if you need to elevate the floor a bit. One more breath here. We're going to shift our weight forward. Hands come to the inside of your left foot. Right foot goes a little bit longer for lizard pose. Feeling that stretch in your front hamstring, in your front and back hip. Hands pressing firmly into the mat. Breathing deeply into this stretch, but honoring your boundaries. If you need to back off to take a second, shift back. Re-enter. Don't push past your edge. One more breath, and your left foot will go back to meet the right. And we'll lower down into our Chaturanga. Inhale for a nice cobra. Head, neck, shoulders come off the mat. If you're feeling it, engage those feet. Press them into the top of the mat. Navel pulls towards the spine. Arms extend. Thighs come off the mat. Upward facing dog. Tuck the toes. Come into downward facing dog. Walk the hands towards the feet and slowly roll up. Take a beat here, return to your breath, and take a step towards the front of your mat. Give us a big inhale, and the exhale, we're going to sit like we're sitting into a chair or chair pose. Making sure that if the back is arched, we're going to tuck the tailbone slightly so it's facing down towards the ground. Arms are overhead. We're feeling good. We're breathing. We're doing yoga. One more inhale here. Exhale, bringing it to standing. Inhale, arms come overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And let it go, forward fold. Inhale, hands come overhead. Exhale, take a seat. Remembering to bring that tailbone towards the ground. If you're feeling any impingement in your back, taking your feet a little bit wider to see if you can find a more comfortable seat. I'm going to bring my hands to heart. On my inhale, I'm going to lift my right heel off the ground, staying in my chair. And on my exhale, bring it to the ground. Inhale, and my left heel comes off the ground. Exhale, we're bringing it down. Inhale, that right heel is coming off the ground. Exhale, we're bringing it down. With your breath, let your heels wave up and down. One more, right heel comes off the ground. Left heel comes off the ground, and we come to standing. Bringing our hands to mountain. Returning to our calm breath. Here, we're going to just start to shift from side to side. Letting each side feel a little bit more weight. In finding balance on each side. Coming back to center, lift all 10 toes off the mat, and one at a time, place them back onto the mat. Big toe, pinky toe, then each toe returns to the mat, fully engaging like little suction cups on the mat. We're gonna lift our left leg towards our bottom. Balancing on the right side. You may need to hold onto a chair here or the wall. This is just setting us up for dancer's pose. Now we're going to shift our weight to our left side and let our right heel pop up towards our bottom. Easy peasy, no stress. Just seeing what it feels like to balance on each side. We're going to do the same. Left heel pops up towards the bottom. Just seeing what it feels like to balance here. And right foot. Perfect. Now we're going to reach for that scarf or band or whatever you have. This is an option. As your left foot comes off the mat, you can use your strap to help you get into an assisted dancer's pose. And then slowly lower your foot back to the ground. Or you can reach with your arm, right arm, to the top of your right foot. It's a little bit more comfortable that way than reaching for the inside of your ankle. Slowly start to tilt forward. All 5 toes suctioning into the mat. Finding something to focus on that isn't moving. And slowly tipping forward while engaging the core, navel to spine. Beautiful. And slowly and wobbly coming back. Perfect. We're going to take a big inhale. On our exhale, we're going to step our left leg way back. Then we're going to open up. Front foot facing the short edge of our mat. Back foot facing the long edge of our mat. Arms are going to go long. Gaze goes forward over your right fingertips for your warrior two pose. Big inhale, active legs. Your back leg is pulling in so you feel the engagement all the way through your inner thigh. Your front leg is in a lunge, strong, protecting your knees. Strong quad, strong calf, feeling each of those muscles tense up, building up that inner heat. And on the exhale, we're going to come up and start to come down to our Skandasana. If you need a set of blocks here, this is the perfect place for them to help with your balance. For a little variation, we're going to take our left arm to our side and open up through the side body. Keeping with our breath. One more big breath here, feeling the big opening through the right rib cage and side body. We're going to crawl our way back to the front, step up to the top of our mat, inhale, upward salute, exhale, back to mountain pose. We're going to step our right foot way back and open up into our warrior two pose. Active legs, feeling your right sole of your foot pulling in, keeping you strong and stable. Feeling your calf light up, feeling your quad light up, strengthening your legs, strengthening and protecting your knees. Gaze over your front fingers. One more big breath here. We're going to come up, start to rotate over, coming down into Skandasana. Long foot flexed, up on your toes in this very deep lunge. For a variation, you can stay here, grab your blocks. For a variation, just an option, bringing the right hand grounded, bringing the left arm overhead, opening up the ribs. Nice big breath. Lots of balance, lots of strength. We're going to crawl our way back to the front of the mat. Step both feet together. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, hands to heart. Step your left foot way back on the mat. Turn all 10 toes to face the long edge of your mat. Give me a heel toe in on the right, a heel toe in on the left, and a sink down into Yogi Squat. I almost fall on my butt, so if you do, don't feel bad about it. Just opening up those hips. If this still feels a little wide, if you don't feel the stretch in your hips, go ahead and place your hands on the ground. Give a little bit more of a heel toe in until you can feel your hips saying hello. Two more big breaths here. We're You're going to come down to the ground, making your way onto your bottom and on to your back. Bringing your arms overhead. Taking a moment to rest. Letting your arms come to the side. Both knees falling to the left for a nice twist of the spine. Let your right knee, your right ankle come over your left knee, coming back to center for a figure four pose, reclined. Giving your knee a little press. Feel a good stretch. Soles of the feet come back to the ground. Let them fall to the right. Left ankle finds the right knee for a little bit deeper of a twist. Then coming back to center, giving a little press. Soles of the feet find the ground. Gonna bring our right sole of our foot to our right hand for a half happy baby. Really opening up that hip, loosening up the hamstring. If it feels good, you can straighten the leg. If not, stick with the half happy baby. And then switching sides. Opening up, keeping the leg bent if you want to do your half happy baby. If you need a little bit more stretch, just stretch out all of those lizards and skandasanas that we did today. Feel free. I'm bringing both soles of the feet back to the ground. Letting your arms come long. If you have a pillow or a blanket, you may want to put that under your low back for a little extra relaxation here. A time to reflect, to thank your body for all that it's done today. To congratulate yourself for trying something new. For showing up for yourself. You are amazing. You are worthy. You are powerful. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. There's no need to move from your resting position. Take some time. Say some affirmations. Take some rest before you resume your day. With the love and light in me, I acknowledge the love and light in you. Namaste. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Don't forget, I'm not just your friendly online yoga teacher. I'm really a yoga teacher. I'm your yoga teacher. Reach out to me on Instagram if you need any help with modifications or you need to talk through anything. I will see you all soon. Namaste, yogis. Bye.